But after that, you put your face down, put your heels together. Like that. Okay? You don't go like this, 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 you don't go like this. You go up together like this. Okay? Then I say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal. Or I make any other dua after that. Because Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, the closest, what could mean, the closest the slave can get to Allah in this world. See, because this is just one world. We know there's another world that exists. Okay? And the way we can get close to that other world is if we go into the sajda. Okay? In the sujood. So if you want to get close to Allah, you get down in the sujood, but you have to do it right. The Prophet ﷺ, Shaykh Muhammad ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah, he used to tell us, he's a famous sheikh, he used to tell us to take our palm, he showed us the palm of his hand, he said, press the palm of your hand down on the ground. This is the middle part of your hand. So when we go down, make sure the palms of your hand, and that your hands, your fingers, are facing close to the qibla. Meaning, I'm sorry.
No, that's enough.
Okay.
I don't need to, I just need more.
So you have to make sure your fingertips are facing this way. Facing what? This way, the qibla. Okay? That's assuming that's the qibla. So I go down, I press my hands down, and I place my nose, my forehead, my knees, and the bottoms of my toes. Not the top of my toes. And see, you see how this shirt rides up and he's pulling it back? This is another reason why the Muslim male has a long shirt. So that when he goes up, you don't see his backside. Is that cute?
No, sir.
Does anybody want to see that?
No, sir.
No. And it's not allowed. It's not funny. Okay? So you wear the proper clothes. You just don't play. Okay, so now, hey, we're having a test right after this. The winner gets chips.
I was working right
there. The losers gets push-ups.
I was working. Sir, I was working.
Look, excuses don't work for men. Now you reach out and you go down and you put your forehead, your nose, and your toes together. There's an issue. The issue is that some people believe erroneously that once you put your hands down, you can't move them. So when they reach down, they put their hands up, and then they put their head there, and their arms are all the way back here. This is wrong. Your hands have to be in the same place that they are when you make the takbir. And that is, your fingertips can't be over your head, and they can't be way down low. So it has to be between your shoulder blades and the bottom of the fat of your ear. The fat sacs. So your hands have to go like here. So if you reach down, remember, your hands go before your knees on the ground. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So as you reach out, bend your legs and reach out. You see how I did that?
Yes, sir.
It's a real easy movement. We'll do this when we practice. Just like this. And then you lean forward. Okay? Now you put your knees down. You put your heels together. And you place your nose and your head on the ground. Okay? Then while you're down, you can say, like the Prophet said, you're close to Allah in that situation. Sit up and pay attention, guys. Your elbows are up. What are your elbows?
Up.
Away from your sides. Okay? Now, then you can make any dua you want. He said like what? You could say, Rabbana. Everybody say Rabbana.
Rabbana.
Atina fid dunya.
آتنا في الدنيا
حسنة
حسنة
وفي الآخرة حسنة
وفي الآخرة حسنة
وقنا عذاب النار.
وقنا عذاب النار.
This is a very comprehensive, complete, general dua asking for everything. You want all the good that you can get in this world and all the good you can get in the next world. And you want to be protected from what? The fire. Okay? Hell, going to hell. Okay, so now you're down here, you say, سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى سبحان ربي الأعلى ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Right?
Yes,
Allahu Akbar. And then you put your hands here. You don't have to go like that. I'm just saying, you just put your hands here. You're relaxed. Your elbow. See, Ali, your team may lose because you're not paying attention. Even if you know, remember the rules. If you know it already and you pay attention, you might learn something, right?
New.
Right, so I put my elbow here, I'm relaxed. I don't have to be like this. Some people do. I'm relaxed. Relax. Right hand, right knee, left knee, grow. Right, and then you look down. You look down. You should be symmetrical. You should be sitting up straight. Look at my feet, everybody. My feet, my left foot is flat. My right foot is up. I'm on the bottom of my toes, okay? I'm not like this. I'm like this. It should be up. You guys see that?
Even if it hurts?
Even if it hurts. You know why? Because you're young people. You're very flexible. Everything hurts in the beginning.
We should be.
When you guys start to learn how to ride your skateboards, doesn't it hurt when you fall? Oh yeah, you do. When you learn to ride your bikes, and you learn to jump double dutch, and do everything that you learn to do, and when you get your hair braided, I see you girls when you get your hair braided, but you still get it braided, right?
Yes, sir.
Because it's something that you have to do. If you practice, you'll thank Allah that you can finally get in these positions, because on the last day, when Allah tells the people to make sajda, and they can't, right?
Yes, sir.
He makes their backs like the backs of a cattle, so that they can't make prostration. You know what? They're going to say, well, how come? Because when you were given the opportunity to try your best to pray to Allah the way He ordered to, you didn't. So on the last day, you won't be able to. Come here, Mr. Muhammad Ida. This is why you should try your level best. Get here. تعال هنا. لا تلعب في المدرسة. فهمتني؟ قل نعم. اذهب واجلس على جنبي. So, you see how my feet are?
Yes, sir.
Then it comes down like that. It's up. You see it, girls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See it? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then when I sit up, what do I say? Allahumma ighfirli warhamni. Or you can say more than that. The very least is Allahumma ighfirli warhamni. Oh Allah, forgive me and have mercy on me. When I'm sitting in between. You know, you can say warzuqni, and you can say a bunch of things, but just say that you sit up, then you go back down the second time. You don't say Allahu Akbar. No, you sit here without Allahu Akbar and you do that. Remember, your stomach doesn't touch your legs. Doesn't touch. Okay?
Yes,
so if I'm
sir.
sitting here, I lean over. You see how I'm over? I'm like this?
Yes, sir.
Stretch it out. Okay?
You said reach us better.
Yes, you can reach out like that. Then when you sit up, now what do I say? التحيات لله والصلوات الطيبات السلام علينا السلام عليك أيها النبي السلام على النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى
عباد الله الصالحين.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن
محمدا عبده ورسوله.
Okay, now I stop. And I can stand up. At this time, I go like this. Watch. I can say, Allahu Akbar. And I take my palms. I take my palms and put them on the ground and stand up. Right?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Or, if I can stand up without that, I can do that too. Okay? Now I can make the takbir while I'm sitting down by using my hands, saying Allahu Akbar, and then get up like that. Or I can, while I'm down here, say Allahu Akbar, put my hands down and get up. Or I can say, I can just move my hands and not say anything and say Allahu Akbar. Or I can put my hands down and come up and say Allahu Akbar. You understand? You can do a few different things and more than that. But the point is to say Allahu Akbar, to bring your hands back up. This thing, some people put their fists down. You ever see some people doing that?
Yes, sir.
Why you doing
Okay, some people say that this is what, you know, the right thing to do and everything. After researching the issue with some of the sit up, man, that's not proper. The thing that we find is that the Prophet put his palms down. And the Ibn Taymiyyah used to encourage us putting the palms down. And he didn't encourage us to put the fists down. So I don't encourage you guys to do that. Maybe they have a proof. I haven't seen it. In fact, the proof that I've seen is to put your what?
Palms down.
Palms down. So if somebody else finds something else, they can bring it to me. So what I say to you is don't put your fist down when you come up. Put your palm down. Okay? Just push yourself up like this. Okay?
I see some people when they say
No, but you put your hands under here. I'm showing you what's correct. Okay? And then if you're not going to get up at that time, and it's the last raka'ah, after Salawatul Tayyibat, then what do you say?
As-salamu alaykum.
Like, no. Tahiyyatu lillahi wa salawatu tayyibat wa salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Then you say, Allahumma barik ala wa ala ali kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then at that time, you start making dua again. You're making dua for anything you want. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Akthiru fi du'a." This is something that a lot of people have forgotten. After they say that, they say, "Assalamu alaikum," they go. At that sitting position, at the end of the tahiyyah, you should make dua. You're in an opportunity. You're making a connection to Allah by offering the dua. You're not touching Allah. You're not going to Allah. Meaning that you're making dua to Allah. The whole salah is dua. So leave your mouth alone, Zainab, and make dua. Okay? Sit up, boy. Don't sit like that. Everybody sit up! Get off the walls! Get over here! One more second. You take your hand, you make it into a fist, and you point your finger. Or you take your hand and you touch your middle finger with your thumb, and you close the rest of your finger. You point with your finger. The Prophet ﷺ said to make your finger into like the middle finger and the round and the thumb. Not he said, he did. And some people think that means make your finger round like this, go like this. No, that means if you look at your middle finger and your thumb, what do you have there?
Circle.
That's the circle that Allah's Messenger ﷺ did. Like that. That's what you do. And then you place it there. You place it there and you point with your finger. Sababa. You point with it. Okay?
Yes,
You don't make circles with it. It may move a little bit. It may move fast. But you don't make circles with it. You don't move it side to side. You don't move it in a circle. It may go up and down slightly. You just point with it, okay? And he said pointing with it, if you point with it, not hard like that. Because some people say this distracts the other person next to you. You know, Sheikh Abdul-Mawjud, Hafidhullah, you know, he's a student of Sheikh Mubin. You shouldn't talk while I'm talking. It's very rude, okay? But I won't be rude to you. You go ahead and finish talking. Then when you finish, you let me know. You done? Jazakallah khair. Do push-ups. Good. I didn't push up for even listening. Go ahead.
I didn't listen. I didn't hear a thing.
What are you trouble?
So now look, you point with it and then you look at the finger. What do you look at?
The finger.
So Allah's Messenger didn't leave anything alone. He told us exactly where we're supposed to be looking. We're looking at the finger. And he said this is harder on the shaitan than metal. Okay? Hard. Say hardcore. Hardcore. Okay. So you point at it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, you guys are rude. You guys are really rude.
Yes, it is.
You're fired.
Gonna be
I
high.
put you in charge. I'm just firing you now. Go ahead.
Sir, how are you gonna make the dua? How are you gonna make the dua?
Be quiet, guys. Give me my stick. That's my stick. You guys be rude again. Okay? Be rude. Get up, sit up. Come closer. I don't want to hurt myself. Go ahead.
So, like, when you mentioned the dua, where you said that you finish, you don't have to say As-salamu alaykum at the same time right there. What language you gonna say? Like, you have to read the surah or just...
Okay, her question is, right now, come close. I said, after you said the Tahiyyatu, Innaka Hamidum Majid, the second one, Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin, kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim, Innaka Hamidum Majid. Right? Mostly people say, As-salamu alaykum at that point. I just told you that you can make dua, and that you should make dua, that you're encouraged very much to make dua. She said, what do? Do you recite some sort of Quran? What dua do you make? You make any dua that you want to make. You can say, oh Allah, make me a rich person. Oh Allah, make me handsome. Oh Allah, you know.
Like talking like your language or like...
Yes, you can, even if it's in your language. But the best dua is the dua in Arabic. But if you make dua in your language, there's nothing haram about that. Some of the ulama say that it's much better to make dua in Arabic. Okay? However, if you make dua in your own language, it's not Allah. He's the one that created all the languages. Okay? So just make sure there's no shirk. Make this, there's no disobedience to Allah in the wording to it. Which one?
Lala, give me that stick. No, give me the stick. I didn't tell you.
That's okay.
My wife needs a stick.
Okay, good. Which one? Now, if your girl turn around, if you get hit in the neck, you know what's happening. All right. So you make any dua that you would like, okay?
But you...
Grow!
Like a tree!
Sir!
Bother me.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, when we were at the masjid in Manhattan, I saw this guy. He was like this, and I was thinking like that's incorrect. And we were in, me and my mom and my dad, we were in Philadelphia, and my mom was offended, and I went to go eat with my dad, and he was skipping, and I was like, why are you skipping in the street? I was like, why is it? And he said, if a lot of people doesn't really do something, they should, like, see that,
Okay, she said that she was vending in with her mother, and she saw, or she was in Manhattan, and she saw a man go like this with the takbir. Is this correct?
Oh, sir.
I told you guys earlier, a lot of people know the hadith, but because they are not proficient in Arabic, and because they haven't learned from a teacher, Islam is to be taught from a person to another person. So they read the hadith and said that his fingers weren't higher than the fat part of his ear, and so they put their thumb to the bottom part of the ear. It's incorrect, right?
Yes, sir.
It's supposed to be the top of your finger. It doesn't go higher than your fat part of your ear. So unless she saw that person was incorrect. Now, she shouldn't walk up to him and start talking to him because she's a young lady and he's a man. But, and he was praying and stuff like that. However, you know, when you get an opportunity to show some people something, then you make sure you show a lot of respect to your elders and watch the language that you use in trying to show them. The other thing she said, she was walking with her father when they were going to get something to eat, and he was skipping in the street. Was he skipping like this?
Walking.
He was walking, skipping, and she said, why are you skipping? And he said, if Allah gives you the ability to do something, then you should do it. This is advice that her father gave her. Alhamdulillah. He's not incorrect in that, man. As long as he's not skipping like a homosexual, you know, well, you know, I'm not going to show you, but you know how they do their thing. As long as it's not unmanly, then yes, if you're happy, excuse me?
You're skipping like a girl?
No, not all skipping is like a girl.
I mean, I'm saying like skipping...
A man should not skip like a young lady. A lady should not, well, a lady can't skip like that.
There's no skipping for boys.
Yeah, I mean, you can skip. I mean, guys skip like this. This skipping is nothing girlish about that. In fact, it's a martial arts only. So you need to learn how to do it. So, could you please sit up properly? Get off my wall. Move forward. Thank you. So, then at the last part, whatever dua that you make, then look at my hands. Back up, sir. Look at my hands. Some people do this crazy thing. They take their hands and they go this way. They say, As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. As-salamu alaykum.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do that. Stop. We don't do that. As-salamu alaikum, as-salamu alaikum. That's silly. The Prophet didn't do it. Sometimes they go like this. Sometimes they go like that. They say, as-salamu alaikum, as-salam. All of these things are what we call innovations. And innovation is something that is new in worship that Allah's message does. Yes, sir, you can. Yes. Okay, 1 second, please. So now what you do is you keep your hands closed like this. You see this? Placed right here on your leg, and you turn your head. You don't have to do like this. Some people go like this. They say, no, you don't do that. That is not what the Prophet ﷺ wanted us to do. This is what you do. Everybody sit there, grow like a tree, sit up straight and look honorable, and just turn your head to the right, and then turn your head to the left. But don't go like this. None of that stuff. Just turn. Islam is not to be played with. Allah is not a joke. Okay? You guys are playing the salah? You're nervous, huh? No, sir, it wasn't me. Listen, you're playing the wrong game. Because the salah has been ordered to you by Allah. Would you do that if the teacher was standing there looking at you?
No.
You wouldn't, would you? Would you?
No.
Okay. But does Allah see you?
Yes.
Who's got a better one to see you, the teacher than Allah?
Allah.
Who can get you?
Allah. The teacher.
The teacher can't get you that well, though. I mean, I'll hit you with the stick.
After
After 3 seconds, you forgot, because you do the same thing over again. But I'm just saying, you know, Allah is the one that knows what you do, and Allah is the one that's going to grant you paradise or condemn you to hell. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to try to impress your whole life. You have to try your whole life to impress Allah. Now, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, pick your team. Pick your team. You got 2 minutes.
Halima, watch it in. Watch it in.
I pick up a tuba.
Stop talking!
Maimuna.
Hey, you know, Jamila said a really important thing. Listen up! Jamila said a really important thing. She said she doesn't watch anybody offer salah. And that's true. You offer salah for Allah, for your own self. You should be like spying on people doing other things. So she's correct.
You're supposed to be concentrated.
That's right, you're supposed to be concentrating. That's what you do, right? Jamila, that's what you do? You concentrate?
No.
Please say